Cosmic is how the actor Peter Capaldi has described his time as the Doctor. As he announced last night, he will no longer, at the end of this next series, be Doctor Who.
So what kind of Doctor was he? Who will follow him? So many questions. Comedian and Doctor Who fan Toby Hadoke joins us now. Morning.
Morning.
Were you surprised?
No, because there's going to be a change of producer.
Right.
You sort of think, well, maybe a clean sweep. I really hoped we'd see a couple of years of Peter Capaldi with a different showrunner, just because the show changes identity with the person writing the scripts. And I've enjoyed him so much. I felt he'd got more to give, but I wasn't surprised.
What has he brought to the role? Because lots of people talk about the fact that in terms of the drama and the actual filling the position, he did it with real sort of authority, didn't he?
Yeah, he's mesmerising. He's got a great presence, but also that sort of thing, he's the actor that was closest to age to William Hartnell, who was the first Doctor. When the Doctor Who started, the Doctor was this sort of wizened, anti-establishment old man. And with Matt Smith and David Tennant, who were both brilliant, it looked like it was going to be the stomping ground of a sort of zany young character actor. So it's good to have a show that's watched by a lot of children, where the leading man isn't necessarily young, because it's good to have an older role model, I think.
Doctor Who fans are particularly feel ownership, don't they? Some of them,
yes.
and maybe what's the reaction been? Because some. Perhaps that. I mean, I'd like him to be around for another couple of years too.
Being a Doctor Who fan is to have a life of being in a perpetual state of disappointment, because because it's about time travel. Doctor Who fans are always looking back and going, it was much better. What will happen is there'll be an episode on in March, and the Doctor Who fans go, I didn't particularly like it, and then the following March they'll go, I wish it was like that episode last March. There's a Doctor Who writer called Gareth Roberts, who's very funny, written some of the funniest episodes. But he said he coined the word antisappointment, because you're a Doctor Who fan, you look forward to Doctor Who so much, it can never quite be as good as you want it to be.
You say about the change.
I know that feeling.
The change of showrunner, or Stephen Moffat is the man behind it. He's leaving at the same time,
Yeah.
and then the guy who wrote Broadchurch is coming in, who's written a few Doctor Who's
written
before.
some Doctor Who's and Torchwood.
It's not like it's going to go off in a completely different direction.
No, and today's most quality people working in television today were inspired by Doctor Who as kids, and that's the great thing about the show, is it grabs you, when you're a youngster, and it inspires. There'll be a kid out there who's disappointed that Peter Capaldi is leaving, and he'll probably go upstairs and write his own story about why Peter Capaldi can never leave Doctor Who, and he might then find that he likes writing stories, and he'll be casting the Doctor in 20 years' time.
Do you want to hear some suggestions for what some of our breakfast viewers think who should take over? Nexus says Hayley Atwell or Eddie Redmayne as the new Doctor. Colin Salmon gets my vote, says an anonymous one. David Harewood. What if they go for a woman this time? Helena Bonham Carter or Gillian Anderson, perhaps. Doreen says Danny Dyer for Doctor Who. He would be brilliant.
I think having somebody unexpected would be quite fun. Capaldi, you need somebody, I think, who's got the gravitas of a great Shakespearean actor, but also somebody who's a gifted comedian, because somebody who's great at. Because Doctor Who's a sort of farce in which, if you trip over once too often, the universe ends. So you need somebody who can do the whole gamut.
Do you think they'll be looking for a sort of surprise again, because they tended to do that, haven't they?
You can go two ways. You go, we'll get that well-known actor, and people will tune in to go, I want to see what that well-known actor will do with the part. Or you go, we'll get somebody that's an unknown quantity, and people will tune in out of curiosity to see who they are. I think they'll probably go for somebody younger, but I have no insight at all.
And of course, there's the whole, will they have a woman Doctor?
Well, Doctor Who fans thrive on change, and the show is all about change. So, of course, we go, don't change it! But they've set a precedent. The Master's now a woman, a Time Lord regenerated, a white male Time Lord regenerated into a black female Time Lord. So there's a precedent for it in the show.
I love your new words. Well, not your new word, but antisappointment.
Antisappointment. Yeah, Gareth Roberts. He gets the credit for that.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I'm sure there'll be many people having the same discussion we're having this morning about what direction Doctor Who will be taking.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Russell Howard is going to be here with us shortly.
Yeah, talking about comic relief and his recent visit to Liberia. But first, let's have a last look at the headlines wherever you are this morning.